thinking about my father. If he had one characteristic that stood out above everything else, was his honesty. Well, I know from personal observation that honesty was one of his outstanding characteristics. But when Paul and I went in the sawmill, that first winter, it was rough. We had no money to start on at all, and we had no money to buy logs with. And I remember we were up around Palmer Lake, and we saw a logging job going on there, and we thought, boy, wish we could get a hold of those logs, wish we could buy those logs. Well, it was just 2 or 3 days after that, I guess, that J. Smead came into the sawmill, and he said, well, I talked to him, he says, we got a logging job going on up in here by Palmer Lake. Would you like to buy some fine logs? Well, I said, sure, we'd like to.
Yeah.
But we don't have any money to pay for them. And he said, well, if you got use for the logs? I said, oh, yes. Well, I said, don't worry about the money. And well, we got to worry about the money. And he said, well, he says, I've known your father for a good many years. And he says, I'll get my money all right. Don't worry about that. If you want the logs, he says we'll bring them in.
Yeah, that speaks to his character.
And he says, you'll keep track of it. You'll pay for them. And that's the kind of a reputation he had.
Yeah. Even the Corinth priest, the Catholic Church, eulogized him when he was lying in state at the house, and talked about what a forthright, honest man he was and everything. This is what Wilber was telling me.
Well, he wouldn't cheat anyone out of it. Any money. Wouldn't matter whether it was 2 cents or if it was $25.
One thing I've observed in general is that I think that the Dayton men, and I hope they've passed it down, by the Dayton men I mean the sons of Wilber, have been very generous individuals. That's one of their characteristics, and I hope they've passed that down to our generations, and that stems from him also. Like we were talking about, he always did for others and was doing for others from the time he was 13 on.